I'm Jasmine Irojak with the Midday News. Paraman Walkabout One Time or Men as Allies program has been presented by the Business Coalition for Women at the Australasian Aid Conference in Canberra. The social norms program, designed to address the root causes of harassment and bullying, was piloted in 2023 to engage men as allies for gender equality and violence prevention. The first of its kind allyship training and mentorship program was designed by and for men to create safer, more respectful workplaces in PNG's private sector. During a panel discussion at the December 2025 conference in Australia, BCFW Executive Director Yvonne Kennedy shared emerging insights on how to address harassment and bullying in workplaces in PNG. It's important to set the right foundation in early childhood learning, as this is not just beneficial, but also important for a child's success in school, which is what parents want for their children. In line with that, the Education Department announced in October last year a comprehensive elementary teachers training plan for 2026-2029.
Education Secretary Dr. Uke Kombra recently stressed on the need to build a strong early childhood learning foundation, an important part in a child's life as it lays the groundwork for all future learning and well-being. This is why a comprehensive elementary teachers training plan for 2026 to 2029 was announced by the Education Department in October 2025. Dr. Kombra said the conversion program aims to upskill all elementary teachers to the Diploma in Primary Teaching qualification, a key requirement under the new 166 education structure.
We will continue to implement this successfully and effectively as it should be. In the next 10 years or 20 years, when some of us leave and come back, we're going to see something completely different. I think that's the right direction, Minister. Thank you. We will continue to do this. We'll get our World Bank support and everyone else to support this program so that we can take that going forward. If we can set the foundation right at ACE and ECE, Papua New Guinea will not go wrong. So let's continue to uphold these changes that we have brought in this year, and we will continue to do that.
The upskilling of elementary teachers has begun with the PNG Education Institute, Divine Word University, the Innovative University of Enga, and Balimo Teachers College, where the 2-year conversion program is being offered. Dr. Kombra said the plan targets the upgrade of 8,576 elementary teachers over the 4-year period from 2026 to 2029. This is in addition to 1,430 teachers, representing only 7% of the total teacher population, who underwent upgrade training between 2019 and 2025. The Education Department has recorded 21,602 elementary teachers across all provinces. The planned upgrades from 2026 to 2029 represents a major increase in training efforts across all provinces, with annual targets of 2,082 teachers in 2026, 3,613 in 2027, 2,890 in 2028, and 2,371 in 2029. The Diploma in Teaching Primary program, which the department developed and launched in 2024, is a joint effort with the Teaching Service Commission, the Department of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, and several teacher training institutions. The program was designed with technical guidance from the Queensland University of Technology through the Program for Improving Education project. Wedfindai, TV1 News.
Supported by the Australian government, the Papua New Guinea Women's Business Resource Centre has reached another milestone by officially becoming an independent PNG organisation since its establishment in 2016. Most women face barriers to business ownership and leadership with inadequate access to finance, education, and safe business environment, gender-based violence, and societal norms. Hence, PNG WRBC was established to address these realities. The signing of the agreement in November last year with Australia's PNG Women Lead program will receive direct funding from the Australian government and will support PNG WBRC programs until June 2027. Turning overseas, after weeks of constant rain, North Queenslanders are now watching anxiously as a possible cyclone makes its way towards the region. The system will impact the tropical coast and threatens to heap more misery on flood-ravaged communities inland.
Off the North Queensland coast, a storm is brewing, threatening to dump 250 millimetres on rain-weary communities.
She's pretty ordinary, mate. Yeah, she's a bit of a worry.
In Townsville, people are busy filling sandbags as the tropical low, which could form into a cyclone, approaches.
Hopefully the cyclone doesn't actually, hopefully it's just a big wet and not too
Last
big
year
of a
was
cyclone.
pretty full on, so this year's got to be an improve.
The system is expected to make landfall on Saturday. It's bringing strong winds and more heavy rain.
That rainfall is likely to lead to both flash and riverine flooding. So a flood watch is current for catchments on the North Triple Coast and the Herbert and Lower Burdekin districts.
In Cairns, shoppers are stocking up on essentials.
The roads might be closed too.
Yeah, no, I got it covered.
Of greatest concern is where the storm goes next. Modelling showing it could head inland from Sunday over the already flooded northwest.
It is a bit scary. Well, it's very scary actually.
Estimates are 30,000 cattle have been lost to the floods, which will continue to rise until floodwaters recede.
And as most of Australia swelters through a summer heat wave, residents of its hottest town are taking it in their stride. The residents of Marble Bar are used to days over 40 degrees and have some pro tips for the rest of the country.
So far this week, the Weather Bureau has reported temperatures as high as 49 degrees in the Pilbara. Here in Marble Bar, locals have seen their own thermometers creep higher than 50 degrees. But for the 200 residents of Australia's hottest town, it's just a regular day.
It's part of the course. It's, just it happens every year, but people make a big deal of it. But it's not. It's normal.
But with a heatwave warning in place, we've asked these hardened heat lovers to share their tips on how to deal with the plus 40 days. While paying a visit to a local waterhole is high on the list, most Marble Bar locals start early to avoid the hottest part of the day. Others have more unusual methods.
They had this dunny, and because we do a lot of work for the exploration companies, when we saw it, we cracked up laughing. There's this dunny, hundreds of kilometres, or I would say 1,000 kilometres away from any infrastructure. And they had this dunny there, but on top they had a shower.
Marble Bar's maximum temperatures have exceeded 40 degrees every day this week, but locals are well practiced at escaping the heat. I've been told about a man who filled an inflatable pool with 30 bags of ice so he could enjoy a cold beer. Apparently, swimwear was optional. He was on his own with that one. But there's one thing most of the people here agree on.
Drink more.
5-4 Bears captain Moses Kulai is big on showcasing good sportsmanship as his men prepared to take on the South City Rams in the NTD Governors Cup Grand Final tomorrow at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium.
The 5-4 Bears are heading into the NTD Governors Cup Grand Final as red-hot favourites, given their form throughout this festive season tournament. They have some experienced hands, including Muka Peter, Junior Bello, and Alan Simberi, powering the team, and rookies in the likes of try-scoring ace Micah Varro putting final touches to help the team charge into the grand final. Despite having a formidable team heading into the big dance, team captain Moses Kulai is expecting his men to show great sportsmanship against the opposition and round up the competition on a high note.
One is something come up, one is to win, one is to lose. Bigla something, this la mentality no. How lo Kerim's la sportsmanship inside of field, accept him defeat, come back strong, take him as challenge. This la something really something I must present inside of field.
Speaking about the opposition team, South City Rams, Kulai said the boys from Mosby South have been in their best form throughout the tournament and they will be up for the task. But his side will take the field prepared.
Expectation to me, no ba andal all boys to me no. Koni tu, I'm all strong damangi. All told play come this far. But lo side dom all boys and preparation dom lah come good straight. We believe I'm like you good challenge on them. All boys no. Koni South City Rams.
Both City Rams and Bears have some entertaining footballers in their teams, and those players will put their skills and talents on full display on the big stage. This matchup is shaping up to be a top one with a lot on the line. Winner walks home with the NCD Governors Cup and a staggering 100,000 Kina cash prize. Cup runners-up and the grand finalist in plate and bowl divisions will also take home some cash prizes and trophies. Rex Litter, TVWAN Sports.
And that ends the midday news. Do join us at 6 tonight for the main bulletin. Bye now.